the Falcons in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the producer's so very gentle with this question, not reminding everyone that I was wrong about every single damn thing that happened yesterday. It's all very clear in retrospect what happened. Two offenses that are very good against very bad or either broken defenses now advancing to play in the Super Bowl. But the Falcons have earned this. They're very good at offense. They can score on anybody. They don't get held down by anybody, so it's going to be interesting to see them against the defense that has largely played against game managers, but does have the #1 ranked defense in terms of points allowed this season.
I have to admit, though, there's a certain you're so vain element of them thinking that you put this question in for you, and obviously they put this question in for me because the whole damn city of Atlanta trying to beat me over the head with this. Look, man, I did not believe in the Falcons. I did not think that they would make it to the Super Bowl. I don't believe that they're going to win the Super Bowl, but am I a little bit excited to see them there? Think about this for a second. Arthur Blank is flying every employee of the franchise to Houston for the Super Bowl. Why? That's the sort of thing you do when you never thought this thing could ever happen to you. Yeah, there's a level of excitement that should be had, because for people that went through the bad old days, here are your good ones. Enjoy.
That was the best part of the game when they won. Do you see Arthur Blank, doing the funky chicken down the side? Can you imagine when they win the Super Bowl, how he's going to break loose, probably take his clothes off and run around the field? I'm telling you, he's a man of action.
There are people watching this too young to remember the Dirty Bird, and God knows what they think of the funky chicken.
Is Aaron Rodgers right that the Packers need to go all in after losing to the Falcons?
Yeah, when a team closes down their stadium by collapsing the damn thing around your whole team, then yeah, you got to wonder, what are we going to do next? That's where the Packers are after they caught that beat them down. And now it sounds like Aaron Rodgers might be a bit impatient with Green Bay's "we don't need no stinking free agent" policy.
I feel pretty young. I think I have a number of years left in me. I can play at a high level. Yeah, we just got to make sure we're going all in every year to win, and I think we can take a big step this offseason.
I mean, of this decade that we're in, the Packers have been to the playoffs every single year. They keep getting there. Outside of that 15-1 season, though, when did you think they had a great team around Aaron Rodgers, beyond being great because they had Aaron Rodgers? You have to ask, do they need to change their strategy? Maybe they do, because what got them was in part injuries, but man, the dudes who came in the game, those dudes chasing after Julio Jones look like me trying to chase after the bus when I get to it late.
You do have a problem on your hands when they're saying that Julio Jones runs a 4.3 and he's bigger, stronger, and faster than the guy who's covering him in man coverage, who they say runs a 4.7, and that's the best you got on defense. But keep in mind, they were really, really hurt. They don't have any star players, and there were a lot of garbage cans out on that field. But even he felt bad for Aaron Rodgers during that game, and he never feels bad for Aaron Rodgers because of how little help he had.
I gotta give him a lot of credit. First quarterback in a playoff games discharged with a face penalty. A face mask penalty.
Yeah.
He went in and said, well, nobody's helping me out, so I'm going to help myself out. And he chunked the helmet of somebody in that field. But you gotta give him a lot of credit. He got what it takes. He got fire in his belly.
Like, now he loves Aaron Rodgers. This is the strangest development of that game.
That was weird.
How much is Fidel Godell dreading seeing the Patriots in the Super Bowl?
This feels unfair that this is the storyline we're choosing to focus on after the Patriots did that and this run of 7 championships. That's totally insane. And yesterday, Chris Hogan is in a situation, a former lacrosse player. Monmouth College is where he played college football, that ends up with the same day statistically as Julio Jones. And we're talking about this because of how uncomfortable it's going to be. The very idea that we're all rooting for, it makes you want to root for the Patriots. And I know many of you are not rooting for the Patriots just to see the clunky awkwardness of Goodell having to hand that trophy over to Kraft and Brady.
Yeah, maybe. There is one thing to consider here, is that this would not be the most awkward trophy handoff ever, because the Al Davis, Pete Rozelle one will always trump that after Al Davis gangstered his team out of Oakland into Los Angeles. But no, Goodell wants no parts of this, none whatsoever, because it would wind up looking like he did that punishment. He came down on Tom Brady, and all that did was make Tom Brady mad enough to go get another Super Bowl.
What do you mean Fidel Godell is going back to Atlanta? He's going to watch that game from the Georgia Dome.
Yeah,
that's where he likes it. He loves it there.
He's going to preside over the wrecking ball that hits the Georgia Dome. He's needed there for important matters like governing discipline of the construction workers.
How optimistic should Colts fans be now that Ryan Grigson is no longer the GM?
It's a little weird. This mess in Indianapolis actually hasn't gotten enough coverage where it appears that Jim Irsay made a run at John Gruden to be the coach, made a run at Peyton Manning to serve in the front office, and neither of those worked. So then he never said anything about these other guys. Looked like he was going to keep them. No, Ryan Grigson, now he's out of there. Small problem. The guy that hired Ryan Grigson is the guy that's going to be finding Ryan Grigson's replacement. It wasn't so hard for Irsay when he decided to hire Bill Polian, who you'd seen build up 2 organizations already. Now he's got to go find a dude that most people haven't heard of. You think he can do that? Because I'm not sure.
Well, that team last year, one of its many flaws is that they surrounded Andrew Luck with a bunch of very old players with the idea that they were a piece away. And now all they are is further away than they were when Andrew Luck started because of all of those broken pieces. But this ends up being still a coveted job for any general manager, even though there's that dysfunction, because rare is the time that you get to be the general manager who builds around a young quarterback as good as this one.
You know who has been looking around and said that, hey, I can do this job?
Oh, Peyton Manning has been looking around very slowly. He's been looking around.
That's right.
I feel like Bomani
He said, I can do this job, you know.
Why doesn't he listen to what I told?
Were we too quick to say Luke Walton is a good coach for the Lakers?
Really? We're going to put this on Luke Walton, the worst loss in franchise history for the Lakers yesterday as you were watching football. They were losing at Dallas by 49 points. I don't know if you've checked in with Dallas lately. It's really hard to lose to the Dallas Mavericks by 49 points. I'm not going to put this on Luke Walton, though. Young coach, young team, they'll grow together over time. It was embarrassing, obviously, but this isn't on him.
Yeah, it may not be on him, but they're 16-32 now. When they started a little bit quick and they got that win over the Warriors, and because of what happened with Luke Walton during that time filling in with Steve Kerr, we were like, hey, great young coach. Right now, it looks like a young team, one where you can't give the coach but so much credit. So maybe we should wait just a little bit to see how much he knows of what he's doing.
I do think we need to ask this question. How the hell did this team blow out the Warriors?
You know who can solve the Lakers' problems?
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh,
He's
yes.
getting the itch. That's right. He's ready to come back. He's ready, buddy. He's ready. He's throwing fuel into the fire, you know.
Only itch Kobe's getting from leaving that liniment too long on his achy joints.
Coming up next on my son's TV show, we talk to Landon Collins.
I've heard reports from various sources that you are a desk flipper.
Where you heard that from? Where you heard that from?
Is that true or is it not true?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
it sounds like it's true, yeah.
Joining us at the beach today is Landon Collins.
Good at football and wears funny colors in his dreadlocks. Anyway, he came to talk to us in here. Let's meet him a little bit.
Really good at football. Landon, what would you tell a stranger about what your life was like in New Orleans?
For a young kid, it was a perfect life. I had both parents in my life. I mean, they wasn't together, but I mean, they was both in my life. And I had family around all the time, and I made friends when I played football. I played the sport, so that's what I would tell a stranger.
Were you any kind of troublemaker in school? I've heard reports from various sources that you were a desk flipper.
Where you heard that from? Where you heard that from?
Is that true or is it not true?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
it sounds like it's true, yeah. What details do you remember from Hurricane Katrina? How did it impact your life?
I remember a lot of details. My dad's house was split in half. For one, we was the worst thing was when we moved to Sicily Island. That was the worst part of it. We was in this country place in Mississippi, and the worst part about it was when we went to school. We had to go to school out there, and when you ever been to a place and you looked at like an outsider, and they don't want you there, you don't belong there. It's basically what we went through. As me, my cousin, my brother, we all went through it. My little sister, we all went through that. I never been so disowned from people that knew we went through a tragedy, but wasn't there to open arms, to open their hands about that whole time. And then I mean, you seen all the tragic stuff back at home in New Orleans and stuff like that. But if you look at it between the pictures and between the lines, you see like those people are coming together and trying to help each other out throughout the whole situation and making sure everybody survives throughout that whole tragic situation. And while we in Cecile Island getting disowned.
Well, you say disowned, like you say how they didn't treat you. How did they treat you? So
basically, just you try to talk to somebody, they'll turn their shoulder. I mean, not the teachers, but I mean just kids in general, or older students. They'll turn your shoulder. They wouldn't just welcome you open arms. They wouldn't tell you how things go. I remember one time, the worst part was me and my cousin was sitting in the gym, and you know, usually they call you to the office, they had something for you, or they have a package for you or something like that, right, to come pick it up after school or something like. They brought a bag of clothes that was given to us for school purposes, to wear for school. They brought it to the gym in front of all the kids, basically saying that we are hurt, we need help and stuff like that. We understand we need help, but don't make it known because we're already hurting by the situation that we are in. And kind of affected us tragically by that.
I heard that you would give Nick Saban advice, that Nick Saban would actually go to you for input on, he'd ask for suggestions. How rare was that for him to do something like that with a player?
That's very rare. He has to really trust you to call you up to his office. He actually did call me up to his office a couple of times, but he has to actually really trust you. You have to be really a game changer, playmaker for him, and a guy that everybody looks up to. So I think it was like, before me, it was A.J. McCarron, Dante Hightower, C.J. Mosley, Marcel, Mark. I mean, it's a couple of those guys that he really entrusted that made an impact on the team, and that guys looked up to. That's the guys he chose to come up to his office and ask questions to see how he see things, or stuff like that. It kind of amazed me when he brought me up there, just to ask me how I think about certain situations, and do I see it this way or do I see it another way. And I was like, coming from a 18, 19-year-old kid, I'm like, I don't know, coach. You the coach. I follow your rules, but I mean, at the same time, he's expanding my mind, you know, and as a player and as a playmaker. So,
how often have you seen Nick Saban just laugh?
All the time, every day. He laughed every day, unless he was really mad at something. He laughed every day.
So you know a side of him that we don't really. Tell us something about Nick Saban we don't know.
He's a jokester. He got jokes for days, I promise you. And then if you ever get invited to his house, you're gonna really see the person of Nick Saban, not the coach Nick Saban. When you catch him at the facility, you get nothing but coaching. A lot of people don't like coach.
Go ahead, Poppy. What do you have for Landon?
Yes, Landon. What is your favorite New Orleans food to eat?
Oh.
Mine's is seafood, crawfish.
Okay.
That's it?
Crawfish. He can probably put some
you want
down.
everything? So let's see. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go
everything.
seafood. Let's go crawfish. Let's go jambalaya. Let's go pasta, shrimp scampi, fried oysters.
Listen,
How about let's just go to New Orleans? I feel like that's the solution to all of this. Let's just go to New Orleans.
Beignets. You like beignets?
Beignets, yes.
wait a second. Can you bake me one of these king cake for Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras, I don't know how to bake king cakes, but I could tell you, if I can find a street that's on Canal that makes the best king cakes.
Okay.
All right, very good. I didn't understand what my father said. You did. Congratulations on that. Thanks for being on with us, sir.
No doubt.
But tonight, I bounce back. Wake up every morning. By the night, I count stacks. Knew that was real when it bounced back. Last night, took an L, but tonight, I bounce back. Boy, I've been broke as hell. Cash a check and bounce back. D-Town, LAX, every week, I bounce back. If you're a real one, then you know how to bounce back. Questionable is broadcast from the Clearlander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that loves the smell of earwax.
Earwax.
Do you question?
You give us topics and events. We question.
Do you question if Bill Belichick was excited to win the AFC trophy?
I mean, of course, right? Like, I don't even feel like we need to show you a video of this, but I'm sure there's something worth, saying. People work hard on this.
No way he's excited.
Jonathan, congratulations. Coach Belichick, I'm going to hand this to you. And step back You have now the record of.
He didn't even show it to people. Like, if he get this out the way right fast. Now, I don't know how excited Bill Belichick was. Let me tell you who was very excited to be out there. Bob Kraft. Why? Because apparently he had a hell of a time before he got to the field.
Martellus Bennett, because he's new to the Patriots, new to all this winning thing. He was the only one who was actually excited among the Patriots. But I love what my co-host Stu Gott said on the radio today about the division they're in. The Jets threw a Gatorade bath on their coach when he finished 8-8 to celebrate Rex Ryan. These guys didn't even give a Gatorade bath to this guy for this occasion.
Well, I tell you what, Bill Belichick seems to be excited a couple of minutes before that.
Cheat is the word he's saying. Oh, when he's
Belly
making
cheat,
out?
that's right.
When he's making out? Yeah!
Oh, I didn't see him with the lady.
Passion! Passion!
Wow. That is 3 more times than I ever wanted to see that.
Yeah, a lust-filled Bill Belichick, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, what do they do for fun?
Yowza.
All right, where do they go?
Do you question whether she has got to go the excuse?
Division II basketball. It is fantastic. We're going to Drury University. This is Alexis Vaught. By the way, her team is up by like a 50 burger when this happens.
Oh.
Ooh.
What happened?
Ooh, her
She
shoe fell off.
lost her shoe.
Oh, man. No. You're doing this wrong. Go get the shoe.
Oh.
No.
I mean, come on. They're not playing on ice. Is that what happens when you don't have shoes on?
I don't know. Man, that's unfortunate. And I don't know what it says about us that this is what you got to do to get onto our show playing women's basketball, win 90-something games in a row, or keep falling down.
Also, this is all there's going to be for us to talk about a month from now once we've got football gone. I am so worried about this.
Well, sleeping on a basketball court could get worse.
It could.
That's right.
That was a shot that went, like you said, all the way down and came out. But they're doing a
Oh! Ouch!
Yeah, there's that.
Ouch!
There is that. Like, honestly, if I'd seen this when I was a small child and learned that that was possible from playing basketball, I'd never play basketball. It's a PSA.
Time to play the game that would like to give you a special hug. See or no?
Tell us what's on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued or not.
What kind of hug you talking about, Pops?
Oh, there it is.
On Comcast Bay Area, Warriors and Heat.
Oh, my father's happy. The Heat have won a couple of games here recently. I'm always interested in the Warriors. But let's check in on them the other day against Houston. Patrick Beverly makes a shot over Curry. He's feeling good. Yeah, feeling good. Yeah. I am happy.
Oh.
Ouch. I hate when that happens. I was feeling good.
Vengeful scream, man.
Yeah, that doesn't feel very good. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I hate the vengeful screen, dude, man. Hate the vengeful screen, dude. Man, I mean, although, head on swivel.
Bobby, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, the Heat are winning streak now. I mean, they turned the corner. You know, they have some guys in that team that are going to be the X factor tonight. One of them is going to be Willie Reed. The other one is going to be Luke Babbitt. And the other one is going to be...
And the player's name is Okaro White.
Oh.
Oh, Okaro. Okaro.
Whatever. Whatever.
Who the hell is Okaro White?
Okaro White, the Miami Heat.
On Comcast California, Kings and Pistons.
No, thank you. But let's check in with a recent Boogie Cousins adventure. Look at the end of this Bulls-Kings game. Dwayne Wade could have stole that twice. Oh, and he crumbles after missing the dunk. And Boogie got called for a foul there. Oh, that made me sad. Dwayne, get up there. But he wasn't touched, and the foul was called, or he was kind of barely grazed. It shouldn't have been a foul. They never call that foul in that situation. So here's Boogie after the game.
I think they made the absolute right call. Incredible job by the referee crew tonight. I don't have a complaint in the world. I think they should get more recognition on how well they ref these games. I don't think they get the credit they deserve. So kudos to them, and I applaud.
What What a great tactic. You can't get fined for sarcasm, can you? Bomani, are you intrigued?
In fairness to the referees, they don't have anything on the score sheet for Father Time, who you need to call that foul off for stopping from Dwayne Wade, from getting that dunk.
I mean, Dwayne crumbled. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. That's the reason I love Boogie Cousins, because he knows how to control himself, He said, no, I got to control myself, my temperament, I have come a long way now, and I don't want to flush it all down the toilet, So give all the credit to the ref, to the big effort from Dwayne Wade, was the right call. I love that guy.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. Improvement.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
The Right Time with Bomani Jones, ESPN Radio. Check it out, 4 to 7 Eastern every day.
Gracias. See you mañana.
I'm so happy that this is working out okay for Wade in Chicago.
Yeah, right. What a jerk.
That's sarcasm, though.
Yes, thank you, Poppy.